Hi.
Hello.
Good grief, technology just sucks sometimes. Yeah. Let's put it this way. We believe that all of the internet stuff is fixed now. Now we're like way not right. No. Need to do this. Sorry. Couple things. We think the internet thing. I know what happened.
I don't know.
Everything slipped.
Oh, it better
Right.
go slip.
We're not gonna touch it. Yeah. Bottom line, we're back in the office because of technology. But we think we've got the internet problem solved. Shannon, would you tell us later on if our tiling is an issue still, or if that's been fixed? So we're hoping that stuff is maybe fixed, and we'll work on the repeater and everything else.
Dear Mr. Phil was online for an hour and a half when he wasn't feeling well after that shingle shot. And then he dealt with the repair guys today for a while, so bless his heart.
It's been an interesting 2 days.
Yes, it has.
Hopefully some of the stuff has been fixed, but we're still working on other things. So, hi Penny, hi Hallie, hey May, hey
Haley, I think
Haley. It is Haley. Oh yeah. Well, if I can read right. Sorry.
Beth, Mary
Hey
Lou.
Holly. So, Beth, Mary Lou. Oh, we're here. It's warm.
Forgive us.
So here we go.
All I can see is
We can't see it, but I know. Well, we switched the monitor here, so it's all different. So hopefully we're looking more at you. But now
we can't see each other.
Jan can't see each other because all the comments are over here. It's like, oh, good grief.
Comments are in front of my face. I think I can get rid of them.
No, it's okay. Don't worry. Don't bother. Don't do that.
So,
Just
we're
leave it
not
alone.
touching
Just
things.
leave it alone at this point. Hey, it's time for stupid jokes.
Stupid jokes.
All right.
Life is a stupid joke. Have you noticed that?
I know. What
What?
happened? Oh, okay.
What?
All right. What did one flea say to the other flea when they walked out of the movie? Shall we walk or take the dog? What do you call a giant pile of cats? A meowton. What do sheepdogs turn into every summer? Hot dogs. You're normally pretty good at this. Why are cats terrible storytellers? They only have one tail.
Lord almighty.
Okay. Hi, Rochelle.
So I apologize if I'm not looking at you because I can't see where I'm looking because there's words in the way. we'll have to adjust that later.
No, we'll just have Jan move over as soon as I move. So, bye.
Bye?
Yeah,
You're leaving me.
You can move over.
To your seat?
Yeah. No, well, I just move the whatever.
Whatever.
Move that a little bit.
No, I'm afraid to touch anything.
No.
That's
Chicken. There.
okay.
See?
All right. How does that work? Okay. Welcome back to the office. Welcome to the Divine Fellowship. Wednesday Wisdoms, Lord willing and the creek don't rise. What I wanted to share with you on Sunday, but we kept getting interrupted, was a process for healing your aura and then a guided meditation. So we're going to do both of those this evening, hopefully, as best we can. So let's start with the healing aura process that we wanted to do. Phil's lost.
I can't find it. Well, obviously, there's people on there and they're seeing you, but I can't find it.
Can you go to you?
This is me.
That is you?
Yeah. It is.
Oh,
Not there
my.
at all.
Go to videos. See on the left where it says videos?
Yeah.
Down. Click. No. There. Now it should show you the videos that are going. Sorry. We've never done this before. There you go. Hopefully he's got the sound off so it won't be.
Okay. All right, go for it.
Okay.
Please, fast, hurry, just go.
Here we are.
God.
Lord, help us all. Thank you. So healing the aura. We tend to get our aura damaged when we've been traumatized or when we've witnessed trauma or when we've experienced yelling or shouting, sometimes that can disrupt.
Ah! Oh.
That can disrupt our energy field around us. And the energy field has a space around it. And our consciousness is aware of this energy field around our bodies. And it extends out beyond the fingertips, but the main part of it is within your fingertips. So the edge of your aura is, generally speaking, your fingertips. Extended out both ways. And it goes above and below, even into the earth, about that same length. Now what happens here is that when we've had those disruptive circumstances, we don't have the microphone. I hope this is working just fine. We don't have the microphone. Just going to go get the microphone. I hope you can hear me just fine. Excuse me. Thank you. So when we've had those disruptions, sometimes we can't perceive that because we're on the inside of that. So often a healer can perceive the damages or the disruptions. Now we've turned the camera the other way, so I have no idea where the plug-in is.
Oh, it's right here. Should be right here.
Okay, you're putting your hand right in the camera.
I know. There.
Okay, so now we have a microphone too. Hopefully that works.
If it's a problem, somebody tell us.
Okay, we're just doing the best we can here. Thank you for your patience and your understanding. So, to perceive your own energy field, to perceive your own aura, and to see whether there's damage to be done or not, it takes your own perception and your ability to notice energetically. And the fastest, easiest way to do that is to expand your energy field by using divine energy. And we do that by connecting into source through prayer or understanding or awareness or just noticing, and connecting to our heart space. And if you've already accessed your ascension orb, touching into your ascension orb, letting those build and grow with energy, then the energy sweeps out your arms and into your hands, and your hands will begin to feel big. And the energy builds there. This is how we do energy work or healing work, not our own energy. Good Lord, Phil and I have tried lots of different ways to do healing energy, especially when we first started. And we found sometimes if we're not careful in the beginning, we would use our own energy and then be exhausted. So we've discovered that tapping in does not drain us in the least because we're not using our energy. We're using divine energy that is an unlimited source. So tap into that. Notice that. Be aware of that. Open to that. Expand into that. Let it settle into your heart space. Touch the ascension orb that is here to balance you and give you strength and stability, groundedness. And then let that flow back into your heart space, out into your hands, down your arms, out into your hands. Now, have a sense, now that your hands, you got these big hand things going, have a sense of your energy field. And just notice, just kind of sweep your hands across your energy field. I hope moving my hands doesn't cause tiling. I'll try to keep my hands out of the screen for that. But just sweep your own aura with your own hands. And you'll have a sense of, oh, there's a cool spot. Or, oh, that feels jagged. Or that doesn't feel right. That feels rough. And as you perceive that, then you can have, now that you have these big hands and they're sensing that, now again, tap into that higher energy field and sweep energy into that disrupted spot. And as you sweep that energy in, it will heal. Heal and seal. And as that heals and seals, what happens then is that your energy field is now a containment for your awareness, a containment for you, who you are, the essence of who you are experiencing this life. Had one gal that I knew years and years and years ago, and she had experienced a lot of trauma in her life, and her energy field was blown out to the street. And so we could call that back to her, and then as we called it back to her, she healed the energy field around her, and it stayed. Now your energy field will float. If you feel a little traumatized, it'll come in a little closer, give you protection. And if you're naturally relaxed, it'll open up. So it's not rigid, so there's no rigidity. Now that you've sealed and healed that, let's add another flavor to that. Let's add another layer of protection, a layer of healing, shall we? To do that, I want you to imagine the surface of a bubble. You know how a surface of a bubble is reflective? And all those beautiful iridescent colors just float all around the outside edge of that bubble. Just imagine that being gifted to you from the divine source and floating on the outside edge of your aura. What happens here is then whatever energy you need is going to move into whatever position you need. So if the person you're talking to is really sad and needs compassion, the color pink is going to float between the two of you. So you're not going to give your energy away and be drained by somebody who's sad. How wonderful is that? At the same time, they're going to be receiving this beautiful pink rose-colored energy that's going to help them heal, help them feel loved, help them feel safe. Make sense? Let's say somebody is frustrated. Maybe yellow floats in the way, floats in here, and it comes in to dispense joy. And maybe peace. Peace may be a lavender color. Or maybe it's clarity, somebody needing clarity. Then this white will float in. So whatever's necessary in the moment, you don't have to worry anything about that. You don't have to have any control over that. Divine Source is managing that. You just trust and you feel safe. And you can be blessed by this beautiful energy of love and light. Isn't that a wonderful thing? So if you have any questions about that, type those to Phil. Phil will cue me in here in a bit when I ask him. And we'll chat about any questions that you have about healing and sealing your aura. So the sweeping energy is the noticing, and then sweeping energy and applying that energy is healing, and then this bubble surface is the sealing. So healing and sealing, noticing, healing, and sealing. Hope that's been a blessing for you. I know it's been a blessing in my life, so I wanted to share that with you. Now, the next thing I wanted to do is we did not get to do our guided meditation on Sunday. So I want to walk you through that again if you're willing to do that. So I kind of got all spun up about the aura thing, so I'm going to need to just relax just a bit. I'm trying to put a whole hour's worth of information back into just a few minutes here. So our guided meditation is going to take us to this sacred island. So if you can be feeling this energy field around you, feeling safe and feeling nurtured and feeling protected, it's going to be real easy to move directly to that sacred island. If you're having a little problem with that, just imagine being on an island, and your awareness will bring you where you need to be. Now, this particular island, the sacred island, is so full of rich symbolism and rich information. We can't possibly get all of it in one time. So I'll just touch base on lots of different things here just briefly, and know that we'll be back and we can touch on more things at another time. You'll notice that our first destination is going to be a high meadow, high up on the center of the island, the center of the rock formations that are here, the very high portion. There's going to be a meadow, a flat place where you can look around. And you get to that flat meadow, you'll notice there may be some flowers blooming here. Maybe there's flowers that you're aware of, or that you know, or that are your favorites. Maybe there's some you've never seen before. There's even crystal flowers here growing. This is a sacred place, a very special place. And when you're here, you have a sense of being on sacred ground. So just notice when you're on this high meadow that you can look down on one side of the island, and there's a beach, and there's all the animals that you would find on a beach, and all the animals in the ocean that you would find there. And we may want to visit them someday. And you'll notice on another part of the island, there's beautiful forested areas, pine trees and some of its deciduous trees, just a beautiful forested area, and all the animals that might exist in that environment are there also, that we could visit or commune with at a later time. Then another part of the island is a tropical desert, a tropical forest where there's tropical trees and all kinds of, what's the word I want? Jungle. It's a jungle environment. And notice that those are all beautiful and they're all safe. And the beings that would be there are waiting to communicate with you at some point in the future. But for today, our journey is going to take us into the sacred crystal cave. It's actually a crystal valley. So as you're looking around this meadow, you'll notice there's a pathway, and the pathway will lead you down off this meadow, down into a rock formation. And the rock formation will lead you to a place that's got a sharp column of rocks on one side and more expansive space on another. You're going to walk next to that tall escarpment of rock. And as you're walking along, you're going to notice that there's a break in the rock. And this break in the rock is big enough that you could walk through. And you can easily see that there's sunlight on the other side of that aperture. So you can walk through that effortlessly. So if you feel comfortable doing so at this time, just walk effortlessly through that opening. And you'll find yourself stepping into this valley that is filled with crystals. The inside portion of this is just the rock formations themselves are crystalline. There's crystals all over the ground. And there's huge clusters of crystals, and there's huge monoliths of crystals. And you're going to find your way through those crystals. You're going to wander through those crystals. I know it's tempting to want to touch them all and experience them all. And again, we can do that again at another time. But for now, find your way into a circle of crystalline structures. And these will be tall, monolithic crystals. Can you find your way there? I think you can. These crystals may all be the same kind. Maybe they're all amethyst. Maybe they're all rose quartz. Maybe they're all clear quartz. Maybe they're all citrine. Or they may be mixed, all kinds of different crystals here. Allow yourself to step into the center of this crystalline circle and allow yourself to just feel the energy of each of these crystals as they're speaking to you or humming to you or vibrating at a tone that your body can experience. And as you're experiencing that harmonic, maybe it's all one tone, but if they're all the same crystal, or a harmonic of many different tones that are serving you right here, right now. And what happens here is this. As you're standing in the circle of these crystals, the resonance that you're experiencing is going to be very healing, very comforting, very supportive. Whatever energy best fits you now is the energy that is going to be amplified and expressed by these crystals in your behalf right now. So I want you just to see that, experience that, and feel that. As you're feeling this, you may notice that the crystalline structures glow. You may notice that the crystalline structures seem to have life force to them. They may seem to have personality. They may seem to have their own intelligence. These crystal structures here are a resonance that can support and encourage you. So notice a specific crystal that is in your circle of stones. Just paying attention to it. You may wish to walk over to it and either touch it or lean on it or just be with it. Have a sense of that energy stone. And you can ask it a question. You can ask it a specific about your journey. Now, don't ask what you should do because it won't tell you. It's not going to tell you what you should do. Because Divine Source doesn't tell you what to do. Divine Source can give you options. Divine Source can give you blessing. Divine Source can give you guidance, but will not tell you what to do. So the next right step for me could be, and let it fill in the blank for you. It's not going to tell you what to do, but could give you some options. So just allow yourself to have a sense of that. Ask your question, have a sense of the answer. And the answer may not be anything other than confidence, knowing that you know, knowing that you're going to be guided when the moment arrives, knowing that whatever circumstances arrive for you, that the guidance is there for you already, and that you're walking your sacred path already. So allow yourself that energy of knowing. And maybe you'll receive a statement, maybe you'll receive an encouragement, maybe you'll receive guidance, and maybe it's just this resonance that grants you this strength of moving forward effortlessly. And now as you step back into the circle, step away from that one specific crystal, look down at the center, because where you were standing, they have now allowed a crystal to arrive here for your benefit. So it may be similar to the ones that are in the circle of crystals that you've been standing in, or maybe it's a different one, a different kind. Just know that this crystalline structure is here for you to carry with you from this place, to grant you that continued resonance so that you can be mindful of that and reminded of that and carry that with you. So picking up that crystalline stone, just being aware of that. Because this is a sacred place and because this is your imagination, you can put it in your pocket, you can put it in your heart, you can put it in your mind, you can put it in the back of your skull, you put it wherever you want it to be, and know that you're going to carry this stone with you. You're going to carry this resonance with you. So stepping out of the circle of stones, finding your way back to the aperture, back to the entrance. Allow yourself to walk back through. Allow yourself to walk back up the pathway, back to the meadow with the beautiful flowers that are growing there. And from that place, back into the here and now, back into your body, fully aware, fully refreshed, revitalized, recharged, and connected in a way that maybe you have never been connected before. So I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions about receiving that crystal, or you have questions about the healing process, type it up, send it to Phil, and he will get me let me know about that as soon as he can. Any questions, let me know. Hope you enjoyed that. Nothing yet. So glad you could join me this evening. I hope the challenging start was acceptable for you. Hope you can forgive us for that.
Said the sound was much better once you.
Okay, so the sound is much better with the microphone. Okay, we got that.
And also no tiling.
Oh, wonderful. No tiling. Good.
I think that was our internet connection.
It probably was the internet connection.
I think we've had the problem for quite some time.
Yes, I think you're right. Oh, speaking of that, while you're deciding whether you wanted to send in a question or not, I asked about all this internet trouble, and I said, "So, Spirit, what's going on with that?" And what I heard back was that we're being prepared. We're being prepared. So I don't know what else is coming or what else is coming down the pike that we're going to be doing. Who knows? I never know. But they're clearing the pathway for us so that we're good to go. Is there anything?
May said she was given a malachite.
A malachite. I'm trying to remember what the energy of malachite is.
Like green.
Yeah. Malachite was the first stone I ever bought. The first rock that I didn't pick up my own self. It was the first purchase that I ever made.
First one that didn't drop out.
Oh, the first one that didn't drop out of my head. Thank you, Phil.
You're welcome.
So I think this one has to do with stabilization and protection, because I bought stones at the very beginning. That was the first one I bought, and I think I bought it for for that purpose. But I could be wrong. Anybody else have any questions?
Looks like Mary Lou and Cynthia both got an amethyst.
Amethyst. Amethyst is generally speaking about divine connection. So a new connection is being gifted to you, or a clearer connection is being gifted to you. Make use of that, and you can access that far more quickly. Carrying that divine essence with you is going to empower you in all aspects of your life. So you're going to be bringing that divine nature into everything you do. How beautiful is that? Anything else?
Joe got one too. Same one.
Oh, awesome. So ditto, Joe.
Valerie said, "What are clear crystals?"
Those are quartz. Okay, go ahead.
I became a native jungle boy. The circle was clear crystals and a citrine in the center.
Okay, so the Jungle Boy. This is about returning to your true nature. You know, your true nature is not to worry. Your true nature is not to fix everybody else. Your true nature is not to stress. Your true nature is joyful. That makes sense? So the clear quartz crystals is bringing you clarity so that you can know what is really you. You can tune back into the truth of who you are. And citrine is about abundance. So bringing your life abundantly forward, bringing you into an abundant, living abundantly on all aspects of your life. Hope I answered your question. Yes.
Sandy said she hugged a tall citrine. Words, courageous, trust, and strength. Out of the ground was a rose quartz.
Okay, courageous, trust, and strength. So courage, you've had to have a lot of courage in your lifetime. Trust, well, yeah, you're doing that one, aren't you? And strength, it takes strength to trust. And it takes courage to trust. And you have both of those. And what was in the center, Phil? Rose quartz, that's about love. It takes all of those aspects to love, and to love wholeheartedly, which is what you do in your work every day, do you not? So what a blessing that is. Okay.
Susan was in a circle of emerald and topaz, and she also in the center was a rose quartz.
Okay, so the rose quartz again, bringing love into all aspects of your life, that resonance of loving experience. So what was it again that she was in?
She was in a circle of emerald and
Emerald
topaz.
and topaz. Okay, emerald is about healing and strength and power of that, not only for yourself but for others. And that emerald also carries with it the energy of abundance and financial flow. The topaz is this beautiful reflective stone that has to do with grounding and centering and truth. I hope that's helpful for you.
Cheryl was given a selenite, similar to one she already had.
Okay, so selenite is this energetic vacuum cleaner, so it never needs to be cleared itself, it's just clear. So this gives you the ability to keep yourself clear at all times. So when you see yourself getting stressed out, you don't have to. It just will clear itself right away. When you see yourself stressing or concerned or whatever, the energy can just clear automatically and effortlessly. How beautiful is that?
And Rochelle had a brilliant purple and blue electric iridescent, and it became a menorah that went into her heart.
Oh, wow. So the purple and the electric iridescent blue. So blue is really about communication. So the fact that it became a menorah, this is about faith, letting your faith speak to your heart now, letting your faith grow in your heart now, letting that divine connection, which is that purple, and this electric blue, which is this vibrant, vital communication to happen. And it's going to happen in your heart space. So that's pretty cool. Wonderful. Oh, and the other thing, the menorah was the light never goes out. So the light is always there. So know that your light is always on. It's always connected in. Thank you. Anything else?
Other things, but yeah, nothing. You can just see when you're done.
All right. So Phil says that I seem to be done here. I'll go back online after services or after we're done here, and I'll answer any specific questions that you have if I have not answered them already. So thank you for tuning in to Wednesday Wisdoms. We're going to get all the technical stuff figured out again. There's Mr. Phil wearing his computer glasses. Okay, so energy circle or something else or whatever. It's hard to do an energy circle all crammed up.
That's hard.
Okay, so just know that you're connected in. That living light of love is flowing through you, to you and through you, and to you and through you into the world. And as you focus that energy, you are blessed and you are a blessing. Both hands up. Collect all the energy you'd like to take with you, and may your life be a prayer. God bless. We will see you. And how do we finish? Oh, there we go. Have a good one.